Hi, Virgo, and welcome back to my channel. Whether you are a Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Virgo may show up on your astrological natal chart, these messages are for you. And today I will be channeling messages focusing on the topic of we've reconciled, now what? I'll talk more about that in a minute, but first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, scheduling a private recorded reading, learning more about my Patreon platform or my Patreon shop, then look down below in the description box. All that information and links are down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to our channel. I greatly appreciate it. As you know, these are all free channeled messages, and feel free to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls. All right, Virgo. These messages are going to be focusing on reconciliation. Now, you may be in different phases of this process. Some of you are thinking about reconciling. Others of you have chosen to reconcile and are in the process of reconciliation. And then others of you are already or have been in the reconciliation process for a bit. Okay, so wherever you may land within that spectrum, this is going to be talking about now what? Now what's the next step? Now what energies are happening here? What's happening in this process? It's mostly like a what's next type of energy. But let's see what comes through for you, Virgo, okay? Now, this Oracle deck has messages on both ends, which is the reason why I just twisted one of them into the opposite direction. Okay, so let's take a look here. Oops, something flipped over, and that says consumed. Okay, so I know it has both messages, but I'm reading the one that's towards me, and that says consumed. All right, let's see what this message is coming through. Consumed says, extinguish any doubt by having open communication. So, this reconciliation process, wherever you may be within this reconciliation, um, it's focusing on getting out of your head, not just you, Virgo, but also your partner. Both of you getting out of your head and out of your emotions and or overdrive of emotions, meaning, the sadness and the hurt. I mean, obviously, that is there for a reason. Something must have happened. But this is talking about moving past that. And by moving past it here, there's a sense here of ending or moving towards the effort or the process of ending the uncertainty, the hesitation, the doubts, maybe even the self-doubt or the doubt that the connection could be repaired or could be healed. And those doubts or all of that uncertainty or hesitation can be discussed through forms of communication here, trying to figure out exactly what this reconciliation may be about, what the apology is towards, really understanding where each other's perspectives are at the time of this breakup separation. And some of you may be even here in talks of divorce. So, really taking a look at where both of you are in regards to those emotions and those thoughts, and coming together to have an open dialogue, whether that dialogue is verbal, whether that dialogue is, writing an email to each other, writing a letter to each other, um, being able to really air out what is behind or what's causing the sense of doubt and hesitation, what's causing um the uncertainty here. Okay, so let's take a look at what's coming through with both of you. You have here, what do you need to release? I mean, talk about validation confirmation. I mean, bingo, there you go. What do each of you need to release towards each other? What needs to be aired out? What needs to be discussed? What needs to be taken a look at? Maybe both of you don't, maybe only one of you want to reconcile, and the other one is like, I don't want to reconcile. And that's fine. Whatever your decisions are within your connection. But here's the thing, this is talking about having those conversations, you know, saying why you don't want to reconcile or why you may want to reconcile or what actions or efforts you need to see in order to even entertain the thought of reconciliation, whether that be you, Virgo, or your partner, or the person that you are in a connection with, in a breakup, separation, or even talks of divorce with. So, like I said, I was getting a lot of talking. And by the way, there's a lot of blue here, which is the color of the energy, the body energy center of the body, focusing on the throat chakra. Now, the throat chakra isn't only about talking or speaking, but it's also about listening, being receptive to what is being heard. Communication is both process or both skills, the listening and the speaking. So that's going to be very important, a very important element here in regards to the process of this reconciliation. Okay. I feel there could be here a little bit of resistance. Whether this resistance, Virgo, is coming from your end or whether the resistance is coming from the other person's end. There's a lot of snow here. There's a lot of cold type of energy. Okay, the scene is a winter scene. So this could be symbolizing here that there is this energy where there's a little bit of resistance going on here. Maybe there's a little bit of this energy here of like giving the cold shoulder or not answering texts or not answering, um, forms of communication right away. But there is a sense of being stoic or cold here, whether it be on your end or on your partner's end. And in order for anything to start moving in any direction of reconciliation, of moving in a direction of a new trajectory, of a new chapter in the connection, this tactic or strategy of giving the cold shoulder, giving the silent treatment, not wanting to talk, or talking a lot about the past and not really talking about what's causing these energies or these sense of doubt or the stoic energy or kind of cold energy that needs to be discussed here. It's as if it's coming across as that being some sort of obstacle here, that needs to be discussed. Look at here, it says cooperate, consensus, traveling, strengthening relationships in order to be able to work towards a new beginning, in order for a reconciliation to actually be one that can thrive in this new connection that you want to have with each other. There needs to be some sense, some sense here, some energy here, or sense of consensus. Meaning there needs to be this awareness of compromising. Okay, negotiating, compromising, figuring out what reconciliation means to the both of you, how that looks, what are the efforts that are going to be placed on this reconciliation. Traveling. Now, traveling could be physically traveling somewhere and having that one-to-one connection, disconnecting from the outside world. But traveling could also be talking about leaving something behind and moving towards a new structure of a relationship together, a healthy one, and strengthening the relationship by taking the time out to connect with each other, whether that is making special moments or dates, whether that is creating more opportunities for communication. I mean, these two people here are having a conversation here together outside in public, grabbing a cup of coffee, maybe at a bar, maybe at, at a restaurant, whatever that may be. It doesn't have to be somewhere. It could just be, having a picnic together, or, in each other's apartment, or, if you guys do live together already, cultivating that moment where both of you are putting each other first and are having the undivided attention that is needed in order to really take a look at what that mediation or negotiation of something here, okay, is going to look like. All right. I'm hearing here neutral ground being very important. All right. So either a neutral ground or a neutral space. All right. Let's take a look at what else is coming through here, Virgo, for you and the person that you are reconciling with, or maybe choosing not to reconcile with, however this may be. Either way, there is this sense here of needing to have a very clear cut talk and figuring out what actions are going to be shown where talk and actions both meet and provide a sense of consistency. So both of you here, or you here, Virgo, have camera, says reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception. Again, perception here coming as this energy of maybe you thinking that the person or your partner is doing or saying something, or whatever this thing may be, the reason why there was a breakup, separation, or divorce, and maybe you're looking at it from one perspective and your partner has a different perspective on it. So this is talking about respecting each other's perspective and learning from the past breakup, separation, and even here talks of divorce. In order for you to make new memories, there needs to be a conversation here in a sense of clarity in regards to what has been learned through the breakup, the separation, or here even talks of divorce. So what have you learned from the time apart? What have you learned about, or what insight have you gained from taking a pause, or from the breakup or the separation? All right, let's see what else is coming through. By the way, Virgo, I do have this deck here, which is going to be the advice, but first let's take a look at what else is coming through in this reconciliation process. And Three of Hearts. I'm sorry, Three of Swords. I don't know why I said Three of Hearts. I've never said that ever. But here we have the Three of Swords, where again, there was a lot here coming through as this energy of disagreement, of disagreeing, of being unable to compromise or to see each other's point of view, and the hurt and the pain and the frustration that may have caused in the past or recent past, or may still be causing here during these talks of reconciliation. Now, Three of Swords is this energy of heartache and of sorrow and sadness, but it's also about the trauma or the events that created a sense of butting heads, because the Swords energy is all about the mind. It's all about communication. It's air energy here, okay? And so there could be this sense, and look at this person is looking towards the past or recent past, and there could be here the sense of, the grief that those memories still may have or may be impacting the reconciliation process. And validation confirmation here, because this had come out, this energy came out here where it says, what do you need to release? And if we see here this person with this Three of Swords energy, they're packing things. They're like packing, and they're trying to either pack someone things and get them out, or they're packing their things and moving out. But it's as a result of the pain, or maybe of the disagreement and the sense of disillusionment here that this breakup separation has caused. Okay. Now, what I'm also getting here is talking about, like I said at the top of the reading, where the emotions, it's as if both of you are being very much consumed by the sorrow, by the heartache, by what was said, by what was done. And yes, that, needs to be validated here. There needs to be a validation, not a dismissing of those emotions, or of those memories. But there's also here this energy where your mind, whether it be your mind, Virgo, or your partner's mind, being overly consumed by those thoughts, or by those words, or by that overactive thinking here. Okay, where you're kind of, in a way, analysis paralysis. You have here brew, and you also have divine feminine. Both have come out here for you, Virgo. And this says brew. You're being called to listen to the prelude of miracles soon to unfold. These miracles are brewing around you, waiting to reveal themselves at the right moment. Prepare your heart, or your hearts, because this is both of you also, and keep yourselves open to the beauty of the unknown. Okay, so basically giving each other, or giving the reconciliation process a shot, if both of you so choose to move in that direction. Divine feminine here says the divine feminine within the both of you are waiting to be awakened. The universe reminds both of you that this power isn't about outward strength, but inner wisdom and intuition. Embrace your softness and strengthen to become whole. Okay. And again, there's this sense of residual jaded energy here that, in a way, needs to be worked on or chipped away at, in order for both of you to feel this safe place of either considering to reconcile, or continuing to build on this energy of reconciliation. All right, Virgo, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.